Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and I'm going to carry this on two of my channels, which is Pinkie, the housewife, and Pink Global. And before we get started with the showing the meeting, let me go ahead and get the house rules out of the way. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. Please hit the like button coming in and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do want to say thank you all for doing that. And I do have this on my second channel, which is Pink Global. All right, guys. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to be showing the regular board meeting for the Village of Dolton this January the 1st, 2026. Mayor is Jason House. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the meeting. I'm going to go ahead and cast it to you. Please, if you have any comments, please put them in the, please drop a comment and I'll be sure to answer those. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started with this meeting. All right. So it's not too long, the meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started for you all. Here we go. It just, right, is starting. And like I said, if you have a comment, please drop it down in the chat. All right. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Here is the meeting. Oh, it's taking a long time to start. Okay, and let me say this before I hit play again. I'm not gonna talk during during the showing of the board meeting. Okay, I will not be talking or stopping. I'm gonna let it play all the way through for you guys. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. All right, we will be calling to order right now at 6:30 p.m. the meeting of the Village of Dolton Board of Trustees, today being Monday, June 1st, time 6:30 again. I'll ask Clerk Key to begin with a roll call.
It's not. Oh, it's on. Good evening, everyone. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Present.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Present.
Trustee Belcher.
Here.
Trustee Steve.
Present.
Trustee Norwood.
Present.
Trustee Holmes, I believe, is absent. We have a quorum there.
Thank you very much. I'll ask that we begin and stand with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we can remain standing, I'll ask Pastor Fleshman, if you don't mind, lead us in prayer, please.
I have my mentor in the room, Pastor Walter Turner. I want to ask you.
Absolutely.
Let us pray. Most gracious God, our Father, oh, how excellent is your name. We love you, we praise you, and we adore you on this day. Now, God, we pray that as we come together for this board meeting, we have family, loved ones here that are also asking questions, and the question is why? And God, we pray now that as we gather together in this meeting, in this setting, that you will give us your love, your peace, your harmony, but then also some answers so that we can also understand that we can do better when we do it together. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, I think as now we will transition into public comments. We'll ask anybody who has comments for this body, please come forward. You have 3 minutes.
My name is Natalie Norman, and my son was brutally murdered in Dolton, Capri, Austin, on May 21st. I'm here because I want updates on the charges. I want to know what the holdup is. Why haven't this man been charged with the murder of my son? Who can murder somebody and walk away? You looked in my face and told me that they were going to be working on this, and no one is charged. That place is open. I know a lot of people thought my son was a nobody, but as y'all can see, that he was a professional basketball player. He played for the IBA, the ABA, just didn't make it to the NBA. He was loved by many people. He was loved by many people. And I know that y'all think he was a nobody. His life matters. Shame on you. Shame on you. My son is dead. And nobody has been charged. He was brutally murdered, center mass. Center mass. That's what the doctor told me, center mass. You should be ashamed of yourself. What you got going on here? I want to know why nobody has been charged. I have no updates. I have no updates. Where's my updates? Somebody needs to be charged with the murder of my son. Somebody needs to be charged with the murder of my son. Who does? It's been 14 days since my son was laying on the ground. He died on November, my dates are wrong. He died this May 21st at 11:48. The police didn't come by my house till 3 a.m.
I will say we've reached 3 minutes, but I will comment to the point of saying that our office has made outreaches, and of course, the charging decision is not one that comes from the Village of Dolton. The Village of Dolton does not have the authority on that matter, but we will continue to make sure that we are, I don't know, Chief, you have any comments on here? But the charging decision does not come
Send
from
the
us.
information to the state's attorney, please.
Chief, you have comments?
So the Dolton Police Department is investigating, can you hear me? The Dolton Police Department is investigating. Mom and Dad, I've spoken with you guys. We met in person. I've spoken with both of you on a number of occasions since this has happened to try to give you some updates and explain to you the process. Our detectives collect the evidence. When the evidence is collected, some of the evidence has to be sent for analysis. Analysis does not happen in most cases overnight, but we try to expedite it as much as we possibly can. Ultimately, charging decisions, more especially in first-degree murder cases, are the decision of the Cook County State's Attorney. My detectives have been in consultation with the Cook County State's Attorney, the head of felony review, on this case since the incident occurred. The ultimate charging decision comes from the Cook County State's Attorney, not the Dolton Police Department in this case. We anticipate that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office is going to make a charging decision in the coming days, but we cannot tell you exactly when that's going to be, because ultimately, once they are satisfied with all of the evidence, that they have received, then they make a charging decision. And that's where we're at as far as our investigation is concerned right now.
So the holdup is the state's attorney's office.
The holdup is the investigation, the totality of the investigation. Like I've explained it to you, and I get it. Trust me. When
I
tell
don't
you,
think you get it.
No, I don't.
Have you had a child murdered in the streets?
I have empathy for you, ma'am, and humility for you. No, I have not. But once again, there are certain processes that we have to follow because we don't want this to fall through the cracks either. We don't. And if we make one misstep, we all know with the justice system, that's a possibility that it can happen and fall through the cracks. So we're doing our due diligence and working with the state's attorney's office in order to bring this to a resolve and to assist them in their decision-making of what charges they want to bring forward.
My last question, I know I have to go. If it's an open investigation and you're still investigating it, why is that raggedy place open? So an open investigation, why is it open?
What's that? So in this case, and I will say this from a legal perspective, everybody involved until somebody has received charges, all parties do have rights for them. So what we will do is a complete investigation, as Chief has indicated, so that we can work with state's attorney to bring it to as quick a charging decision as possible.
Okay.
Just a second. My name is Shanair Austin. I am Capri's dad. And I want to say this first. Capri is special. He's been special. And I want to say this to everybody up here. I want to thank everyone from all the way from here to there, to there, to there, to there, for looking at us when we're talking. Belcher, you weren't looking at us. You weren't looking at us. You weren't looking at us, and that said a lot to me. Just chill, just chill, just chill. Listen, my son was special. My son checked off all the, y'all calm. My son checked off all the boxes. He went to school. He stayed out the streets. He went to college. He had an exceptional career in basketball overseas. He did all of that stuff. And all I'm asking right now as a father, I would not allow my son's death to go unheard or unanswered. We need answers. I want to know why this business is still open. What I've come to understand is that, man, when violence happens at businesses, an investigation, it should be shut down. We should be shut down. And we would not stop until my son's death is answered for. And so whatever y'all got to do, whatever it's going to take, we're going to keep showing up here. We're going to march down there. We're going to stand in front of his business. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure that Capri Austin, his name be remembered forever. And I understand process. But listen, process is painful. I wake up every day seeing my son laying on the ground. Some man, DeAndre Rucker, standing over here, shoot him 3 times. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's painful. All I'm asking is please get it done. Please get it done. That's all I'm asking. Please get it done. Please get it done for my family. I'm done.
Man. No, ma'am.
Everything. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Nate.
And I'ma still try to say greetings in the name of the Father, the Son. To the Austin family, I'm activist Cheryl Hill. I don't know how to start to tell you how sorry I am. And I want you all to keep coming back. Standing up, because I got a 31-year-old at home just stood at these meetings with me. I done had these people lock me up for doing just what I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? JC came to the police department. You think they didn't check on me? I had an incident in front of my grandson. This trustee right here, she walks up on me. At a tea with the trustee, I've been asking you people, why? Did y'all hear what that pastor said? Why must it keep coming to this over and over again? I'm not your judge. I'm not your jury. I'm not your executioner. To the residents and Dolton community, we hope to have support and encouragement. Mr. Ricky's was what I was reading this for. Now support and encouragement for this family that business don't be open. How many of these do I have to do? Y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear about the young lady got killed with the stiletto? Same spot. Y'all can't bring us back a Foot Locker, but y'all keep signing off on these murders. You know, one day I said, I hope I never stand here and say, hope this boy don't be, and don't you say nothing about no 3 minutes to me, that this boy was going to find themselves tied to a murder. Untie yourself from this one. Let me see you untie yourself from this one. Illinois State Standard Board. They done send me all my receipts for Lacey, Commander Raleigh, Staples. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came around my house like the freaking Gestapo. I had a police fracture my son's nose. And lawyer, don't you turn away. You better not keep turning away from me, because I am sick of being a witness. That's what I am. Y'all know how many witness statements I've turned in out here? This ain't no testimony or testifying. I'm here to tell you all, I'm not doing this dance no more. You know, I said I was going to run for mayor. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to run y'all out of these seats, because I'm going to court to ask for receivership here. This don't need to go on no more. You spend too much money on court for nothing. I'm going to walk up in there for free. All y'all need to know, every last one of you need to go, and ain't nothing you got to offer this community. Don't bring your parents here. Don't bring your children here. They'll harass every last one of us. And we're not living in a blighted community where y'all pillaging on us. Not gonna happen. How the people gonna be so powerful? Y'all gonna wish y'all had even said it. Y'all were done ridiculous and disgusting.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, trustees, department heads, and resident of Dolton. My name is Firoz Bohra. I'm here to sponsor 2 students on behalf of the Black Mayor Caucus. I spoke with Mayor Jada Curry in Linwood. We are doing 2 students in Dolton, 2 students in Harvey, 2 in Riverdale, 2 in Linwood, and 2 in Burham. So a total of $10,000 scholarship that's going to go to the Black students through the Black Mayor Caucus. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Diane Overstreet, and this is for the police department. On Easter, April 5th, approximately 2 o'clock, there was a drive-by shooting on Dykeman Court, and my property was damaged. I was told by several police officers to go to the station to get a report for my insurance. This was April 5th, Easter. I went several times. The first time I went, I was asked, did I call? Yes, I called. You came and you took bullets out of my house. Yes, I called. I was informed that someone would call me back with further info. No call. I got no call. I went back to the police station. I was told I couldn't have it because the case was open. I was told I needed to go to Markham to fill out a Freedom of Information Act. I was told that if I wanted to have my insurance call the police department. I don't have a report, the officers' names. I don't have any paperwork. At your last tea with the trustees this month, I came up there. I wanted to speak to somebody then. Your liaison came up to me, asked me, could he help me? I tried to let him read what I wrote. He said, oh no, I'm gonna get the chief, he's inside. We're gonna deal with this, it's done. Yes, you should have your report for your insurance. The person that I thought was the police came out in the white shirt, whatever, came up to me. First of all, he didn't appear interested because he did not read this report. He asked me for my name and my telephone number. He stated that if a report wasn't done, that he would have them do one. And that was at your trustees' tea. Okay? No call, nothing.
Miss Overstreet, we hit 3 minutes, but I'm gonna have Chief. Do you have somebody that we can, if you don't mind, step right here, or Chief?
I did 3 minutes already because I got some more.
Yes, ma'am. It was 3 minutes.
So now who I'm supposed to go?
Chief, is just.
I'd like to know, is this going to be done like in this week or something?
Deputy Chief, can you make sure it's done this week, please? Right now? Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angela Russell. I work in the mental health department within Vision Unlimited. I first want to offer my sincere condolences to the family. What you did experience was very traumatic. I want to let you and everyone here know that there is assistance available through the Illinois Department of Human Services, the Violence Prevention Convener. There are funds available for assistance for the families and for the victims of gun violence. If anyone wants more information about that, you can give me a call at 773-580-2394. I also want to encourage the family, friends, anyone who witnessed that to make sure that you're getting mental health support. Mental health support does not have to be in the form of counseling or therapy or medicine, but just making sure that you're talking with someone about what you're going through. And again, anyone who needs assistance or wants referrals for information, please give me a call at 773-580-2394. It's very important that you are not carrying this alone, that you're making sure that you're processing your feelings in a healthy way, although you are angry and upset. We want to make sure that you're getting the supports that you need as well. I also want to let you know that we're having an event on July 25th called Healing Happens Here. It's a free community event at Abundant Living Christian Center, Pastor Fleshman's Church, that offers mental health and wellness workshops, a lot of resources for our community, as well as different modalities of healing, because everyone doesn't need the same support when it comes to healing. Healing is not just about therapy, it's about housing, it's about food. It's about making sure that our children are protected and we're protected, and making sure that we get what we need to survive every day. I have flyers on the counter if anyone is interested. Again, this event is free for all community members, no matter where you live, of all ages. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good evening to the village of Dolton, to the mayor, to the trustees, to all of you who are here. My name is Reverend D.R.C. Kent. I'm the Senior Associate of True Vine Missionary Baptist Church of Dixmoor, Illinois. I stand here in support of the Austin family, not only as a clergy, and I thank God for all the other clergy who are here today, but also as a friend and as someone who knew Capri from birth. The pastor opened up this meeting with a prayer. And the question that was asked is why? We have not received any information. I will adhere to what the chief has said about speaking to us. I was there at both meetings. But we keep hearing process. We keep hearing timeline. And we are very knowledgeable about what it is to operate under a process. We understand the timeline. I think I asked this question when we met. Is the system flawed? Because constantly we're hearing all that it takes to gather information to present. We understand that the Dolton police or any other police are not responsible for bringing up charges, but present evidence. May 21st, today is June 1st. How much time does it take to present whatever you have to the state's attorney? You guys promised the family that you would walk with them, Mayor, Chief, along this journey, that you would share with them everything. These were your words. That is going on. And I don't believe since that day we left your office, anything else has been shared with this family. Any questions have been answered. Anything has been brought to the state's attorney. And so again, we ask, why has this not happened? And when will this happen? You told us, Mayor, at the beginning of that meeting, that you promised no political would be involved in this situation, that we would get to the bottom of this and we would do what we had to do. You promised us, Chief, that you wanted to do this in a timely manner because you didn't want to mess anything up. But again, May 21st, June 1st, how much time is this going to take to get this done? We deserve, the family deserves, that mother and that father deserves answers. Not push-offs, but answers of why Rucker's Lounge, smoking bar, whatever it is still open. Why? Have not anything been presented to the State's Attorney Office? Why? Nothing has happened. We need to have those answers. You can time us 3 minutes up here and we can bring everybody in here to stand for 3 minutes to get this message across. But at the end of the day, after we have all addressed this, we still need to hear from you all. And we need to hear from you all tangibly with some answers and some action. Thank you for your time.
My name is Pastor Robert Jones. I'm pastor of the Mount Carmel Missionary Baptist Church, as well as the moderator of the Greater New Era Baptist District Association, a number of churches that encompass the city of Chicago, as well as the outer areas. And many of our congregants are citizens of the village of Dolton. I just have 5 words I want to say. And the 5 words I want to say is this: justice with all deliberate speed. God bless you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, A.W. Staten Jr., pastor of the Alpha Temple Baptist Church in Englewood, Illinois, resident right next door in Riverdale. So I spend my money, food for less, the gas station. So I just got one question. There's nothing else I can say tonight. I made a comment. I thought I would never step foot in this building based off watching the last few years, but I had to be here tonight, and I just got a text at 4:50. I just got a question. I asked the question on the Facebook page when they posted the community pair. Y'all can at least release a statement. All of this, so there. That's all. I know due process. At least, come on, Carson and Steve, you running social media or someone else doing it now? We can't even get in a statement approved, Brother Mayor. We cannot at least, there was a fatal shooting in your city and not even a mention on he ain't even worth a statement? Thank you for your time.
Hello, how y'all doing? My name is Natalie. I'm Capri little sister. I just want to bring light to who he was, because clearly people up here don't know who my brother was. So let me let y'all know who my brother was. My brother's a legend. My brother is very loving. He's very caring. He was my protector. He was my brother. He was another dad to me. And y'all sitting up here as if he's not important. My brother is important. That was my brother. I bet if the tables was turned, you would be doing something completely different. You looked in my mother's face and looked and shook her hand and told her that you was doing everything that you can, and you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. Y'all think that this is gonna go away, and it's not. I promise you. We're gonna be up here every day. I'll be up here every day standing outside doing what I need to do for my brother to get justice. Cause who? DeAndre Rucker killed my brother and stood over my brother and shot him. So we're gonna get justice. And I want you to look at me when I'm talking. Because clearly this is not important to you or to none of y'all. This is Capri Austin. Capri Austin, born on July 31st, 1994. A day after me. Well, yeah, whatever. That's my brother. And I'm gonna let y'all know his memory is gonna be forever. You're not gonna get rid of us easy. We're not gonna shut up. You can't make us shut up. Do your job. Do your job. You already know. So y'all gonna tell them the truth, or y'all gonna keep lying? She a liar, civil rights violator, right? She attacked seniors, but she on the ethics committee. Make that make sense. Stan, you just rolled the box. Kiana, she the CFO in the pride. We know. Yeah. We know. His name on her house for a federal tax lien.
Miss Downs, if you can stand at the podium, please.
I'll stand right here, not a problem. The mayor got a federal tax lien. He don't pay his taxes, but want us to pay our water bill. Yeah, it's $130,000 federal tax lien. Don't pay his taxes. The chief of police they hired got investigated for a bank robbery for 10 years with CPD. But y'all waiting on him to solve a murder. Baby, wait on it. Did you solve the murder of the little girl who got hit by a red Corvette? You can't find a red Corvette? No. They don't find no murderers in Dolton. Where the taco man, the nacho man, where's his murderer? Y'all had him locked up and let him go. Right? Ed, you's a liar. You here for the water bill come up again. You gotta go. Brittany, you a liar. You was lying right with Tammy while she was lying on me for an order of protection that she couldn't keep. Because she was lying, and I'm gonna sue the shit out of you. And I'm gonna sue the shit out of dog.
Order.
Y'all need order. Because y'all been out of order. You was out of order when you left the meeting and went to the bar. Remember that? And we got that $40 million lawsuit. Mary, you back there, didn't you tell him to get up and leave? That's the trustee's advisor back there. Mary Yvonne, yeah, she advised them. So make sure she advised them right, y'all.
Right. Y'all got the police to remove me out of meeting for talking, but y'all can't find a damn murderer. Y'all want to talk about me bringing a golf club to a meeting, but y'all don't want to talk about nobody getting gunned down in the street, right? Because all y'all been in that man's pocket. He bought and paid for all y'all ass, every last one of you. You bought and paid for, and you sold the community out. That's the answer. But y'all keep lying, y'all keep lying. Talk that shit. And that's what they say y'all. Talk that shit. Behind the murderer.
My name is Shakira, and I got a few questions. For one, for the chief of police, why haven't the witnesses been contacted since then? Have they been contacted? I can actually answer that. No, they haven't. So if an ongoing investigation is ongoing, you would think that they'll be constantly keeping in communication, right? I guess not. I had detectives laugh and think that it was funny the night of. Andrew Holmes, you marched the street and promote against gun violence. Where are you? Where are you?
I've been reaching out.
Oh, okay.
I've been reaching out.
Who?
BLT, and he. No. I
So
reached.
non-existent.
1 second.
Non-existent.
Please,
Back to me.
please allow
Non-existent.
Ms. Shakira to speak.
Thank you. Non-existent. You. I have a question, Mayor House. Is he in your pocket? Did he donate to your campaign fund? Why was the Melanie Shaw Center renamed Rucker Athletics after Mayor Mayor Shaw's daughter who was murdered in a car accident? Why erase her legacy? You have people in the place right now working in it. It's a free-for-all. You let them come run your town. That's what you're telling us, right? I want to tell you this. Capri life matters. He had 2 children. And not only did he have 2 children, he was a father to my child. He stood up for everyone, a gentle person, a person whose life had dignity, respect, honor. But let me ask you this. Do you guys really care? I watched you, trustee, whatever your name is, laugh, smirked, thought it was funny. Let your kid be gunned down. Don't talk to me. I don't even want to hear what you got to say. Because if you cared, you wouldn't even made a Facebook post. Check your facts. I'm not the CFO. That's what you cared about. That's what you cared about. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it. You're a clown. Back to you. Back to you, Mayor House. Do what you do. You talked about Tiffany Henry, right? You guys wanted her up out of here, right? She told you and warned you guys about this, right? And what happened? Yeah, check the time. Is it 3 minutes? It's sick. It's sick. All of y'all are sick. And it's sick that y'all think that it's funny. You about the only one village clerk with some dignity up here that look people in their eyes when they're talking. You keep a poker face because you don't think it's funny, right? But you smirk. You couldn't even look at nobody. You couldn't even show no respect. How dare you? Hang your head down low. You're sick. All y'all fucking sick.
Okay. That's going to conclude the public comment section of this meeting. So we'll take a minute. We have Trustee Holmes. We'll begin with, we're going to go with public. We're going to go with general announcements. So Trustee Holmes, you have a public announcement.
Okay. This is to Brother Austin and the mother to let you know I stand with you. I will be with you going to felony review. I will be with you going to the state's attorney's office. Whatever date that you need to go, let me know. Let me know. I was on the scene when this first happened. No, yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, one.
Order, please. Order, please.
and roll to. And Jason, we got all the receipts. We got all the receipts. You going to jail, bro. Know that. You going to jail, Jason. We got all the receipts, all the money you received, nigga. You bored.
Okay, trustee.
I'm done.
That concludes your announcement. Have any further announcements at this time?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to be recognized.
Okay, I'll go with trustee Belcher.
Okay. Well, they're leaving out, but I would like to say this, and I'm saying it publicly because while I understand that someone has lost their life in tragedy, they have made this a political spectacle. I have not worked for DeAndre Rucker since 2023. If anybody fact check or whatever, they would know that. I feel it has not only created chaos in our community, but the police department has been in contact with whoever and is doing their job. Just as they're stating, and whoever is here, all the things that's going on Facebook, Instagram, everything. I have children too, and they're seeing my face plastered all over the internet for something I had nothing to do with. I was at home minding my business, and I feel it's very unfair to keep being attacked on social media with something that I had nothing to do with. I'm not employed by the person, haven't been employed by the person in more than 3 years. And I feel it's unfair. Smith & Wesson sell guns. Is everybody accusing everybody that's employed by Smith & Wesson? I just feel that it's unfair, and I'm sorry for their tragedy and their loss. But at the same time, people have to realize that people have families, and they have made this tragedy a political spectacle. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, trustee Stan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say awesome blessings to the family and loved one friends of the Austin family. He was overseas ball player, Euro pro. My son just got back from overseas about 4 years ago. And my phone been jumping off the hook from a lot of pro ball players from overseas. And they would like to come here and do a little something. But, you know, I want to make sure I'm going down the right path. I don't want to stir up anything because looking at Mr. Austin stand up here, I had altercation. You know, my son is 6'8", and we had a little bad situation and something almost jumped off. So I had to hold back the tears listening to Mr. Austin speak. I know it's pain, you know, to lose someone at that magnitude. So I can't say enough of, I can't exactly say how he feels because I haven't lost my son, but it was close to that. And my son, and we have many other gentlemen from here that's overseas still playing now. And some of them are back. And they know Austin. And they kind of fill me in on it. And excuse my language, they say he was a beast on the court. So these ball players know one another. So I got to report back to some of them. Like I said, my son just got back 4 years, and he's been overseas for about 8 years. So when he got back, it was more than a blessing for him to be here. And I can't say Mr. Austin. I just don't have a word to say, but that's a tough road, Mr. Austin, and Ms. Austin is taking. All praises to them and the family at this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, trustee. I have trustee Steve.
Greetings, everyone. I just want to say to the family, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. Condolences is an unfortunate situation. And I can hear and you can see, man, the pain, you can see it, and it's heartbreaking. And I'm sorry for that. And I have trust in our police chief that the investigation is going to be thorough. We're going to turn over the right evidence, and we'll see what the state's attorney comes to. But again, behalf of myself, Trustee Edward Seaver, I'm so sorry for this family's loss in our village. And this unfortunate thing happened. And we're going to keep moving forward. But that's just from me. To see a family in pain like that is very visibly hard to watch. And I'm sorry for that. That's all I got.
Thank you, Trustee. Any other board members?
Yeah, Mayor.
Trustee Norwood.
I normally start off with a happy Monday, but I just want to say, as a mom, I know I heard someone say that we don't care. As a mom of a son, I just want to send my condolences and say that. And again, as Trustee Steve stated, I do have trust in our Dolton Police Department in the work that they're doing, and I just send all our prayers. And again, sorry. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Trustee Tammy.
I also want to give my condolences as well. I have a son, and nothing has happened to him like that, but you can just imagine how the family feels. This is a situation, it's not in the trustees' hands, and people are blaming and saying it's something you can do. I'm not in law enforcement. There's nothing I can do. Just give my condolences, know and believe in the chief that they would do what they're supposed to do. I'm sure no one is going to put their 36-year career online for someone. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Justice will be served if you are wrong. We don't make the decisions. You turn over the information, it goes to the state's attorney. I know everybody say they know the process. Evidently not. There is a process in everything that you do. Do the investigation, a thorough investigation, turn it over, and we pray for the best outcome to happen. But for folks to say that he bought you, he ain't bought me. I'm not paid for. Not by him. Not by him. So for people to say, you guys are paid for, he's in your pocket. No, he's not in our pockets. He is not in our pockets. If he gave a contribution to an election, a lot of people do that. That doesn't mean if you give a contribution that someone owes you something. You made a contribution. And that's exactly what it is. It's not giving you something back for a contribution that you made. So no, I am not paid for. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee. I'll briefly comment, and my comments to it are, it's a breathtaking tragedy that occurred. It occurred here in the village of Dolton, and as I mentioned before, well, all communications have primarily, I've elected to do the best we can to work with the family because it is a tragedy. And to that extent, I've had a meeting before Chief as well, and we'll continue to make the window and lines of communication remain open to all information that we are able to give during the course of this investigation. We will work as quickly as humanly possible. Overtime has been awarded and granted to work this case to bring it to as speedy a conclusion as possible. Justice must be swift, and we are working towards swift. It cannot be instant. We will do everything within our power to make sure that the investigation moves as quickly as humanly possible, turn that over to the state's attorney, and Lord willing, they will come to a quick, as Chief words, a charging decision as well. But it is a tragedy. Myself, Chief, clergy will all remain available and accessible to answer any questions that we can. Condolences have been extended. I will re-extend as well condolences to the family because in a horrible situation like this, there are no winners. And we are here, and we will remain to be here for those who have been harmed, and we want to make sure that the appropriate steps are always taken. So I don't know, Chief. You have some comments, Chief?
So I'll extend my condolences again to the family. And I do it every time I talk to mom and dad. And I've talked to mom and dad since this has happened, both of them probably about 10 times. And I told them that although I do understand that they don't understand what's going on here and how it works, if it takes me 500 times to explain it to them, I told them I will make myself available to them 500 times. And I will say it over and over again, what needs to be said and trying to explain to them what's going on. I understand they're in grief. There's a lot of different phases to grief, and I get it. But 2 days after this tragedy happened, myself, the mayor, deputy chief, and our lead detective called the family and said, we want to meet with you guys so we can give you an update, so you can hear it from us first. And we sat down with the family, we gave them an update, and I've continuously given them updates. We will not share anything outside of the investigation that we cannot share. What we can share, we have shared. There are some things that we cannot share because we do not want to jeopardize the charging decision. Once the state's attorney makes a decision for charging, everything will come out. It all will come out. But right now, we cannot. The individual, the person of interest that we had in custody originally the night of, we had to release them because based on the Constitution and the law, we only have a certain number of hours that we can charge. Otherwise, we have to release them. And if we violate that person's constitutional rights, you got no case. We have no case. I am the police. I've been the police for 36 years. I've arrested a lot of people. That is my job. It don't stop because I came to Dolton. It does not. I have a responsibility to this village and everybody that comes, lives, works, and visits this village. And I'm committed to it. And my detectives are committed to it. My detectives have been working this since it happened nonstop. My lead detective in this case, I had to make him go home so he can get some rest. That's how committed we are to this. I literally had to make him go home. We're going to see this through. We are. But I'll say this again. The charging decision is not the Dolton Police Department's decision. We have been consulting with the state's attorney since the night it happened. The state's attorney may tell us to go back, analyze this evidence, get this evidence, talk to this person. We talked to witnesses that night. My detectives interviewed the witnesses that night. The state's attorney will interview the witnesses when they decide to make a charging decision. We've been consulting with them since it happened. No, we don't call the witnesses back unless the state's attorney say, well, what about this or what about that? We're going to be thorough. We have been thorough, and we will continue to be thorough in order to bring this to a resolve. But lastly, and once again, the charging decision is not ours. It's not. It's the state's attorney's decision. And we are working with them diligently in order to make a decision or help them make their decision to charge it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Okay, we will move along next to the village clerk's report. Clerk Key.
My condolences also to the Austin family. I know most of them have left, but I would also like to extend my condolences to the family as well. I am requesting the approval of minutes for the regular board meeting on May 4th, 2026, May 18th, Committee of the Whole meeting, requesting approval from the Board of Trustees.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Second. Heard the motion, Trustee Norwood, second, Trustee Stan Brown. Any discussion? Hearing none, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Trustee Steve. Aye. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you very much. That concludes my report.
We do have a presentation that I would like to welcome. We are privileged to have Thornton Township Highway Commissioner Antoine Russell. Looks like you got security with you. You got security? Along with Thornton Township trustees Valeria Stubbs, and Mary Avant. So I would ask, oh, no, you got the most important piece in your hand. So now we want to thank, of course, you for being here, and welcome you, of course, or re-welcome you to the great village of Dolton. Okay, I don't know if we got the mic on.
Hello, yes, thank you, Mayor, I appreciate that. Good evening, Mayor House, members of the village board, village staff, community leaders, and most importantly, the residents of Dolton. Thank you for allowing me this couple moments to present to you tonight on behalf of Thornton Township Supervisor Napoleon Harris and our Board of Trustees, who two are with me tonight, Trustee Avant and Trustee Stubbs, who are both Dolton residents, and our entire Thornton Township Highway Department. We thank you all for allowing us to be here tonight. Tonight I am honored to be present in the village of Dolton as we allocate our Illinois Personal Property Replacement Tax Fund, commonly known as the PPRT Fund. These funds are distributed by the state of Illinois to local governments and are intended to help offset revenue that was lost when the state eliminated the personal property tax on businesses many years ago. What makes this fund important is that it's very flexible. These funds may be used for general municipal purposes, helping local governments continue providing essential services to our residents. Whether it be public safety, infrastructure, public works, operations, community programs, or other local priorities, these funds help communities continue moving forward without placing additional burden on taxpayers. Tonight's allocation is not just a simple check that I'm dropping off or that was already mailed, that you already opened. No, it's not that. It's not just that. All right. It's a representation of partnership. It's a representation of working together at every level to invest in our communities and our people. I also want to take a moment to recognize the residents of Dolton because you are doing some great infrastructure work on State Street. Your curb, your sidewalks, I do see you board. I do see the work that you are putting in. I want to recognize you for that. I am a street expert myself, and when I recognize infrastructure improvements, I want to give you your kudos for that. But through challenges and changes, this community has continued to distribute resiliency, pride, and commitment to moving forward, as you did tonight. The strength of any municipality is not found in its bulldogs or roadways. It's found in the people that lead it. Dolton continues to be a community filled with hardworking families, dedicated business owners, and residents who care deeply about their neighborhood. As your Thornton Township Highway Commissioner, one of my priorities has been strengthening communication and collaboration with municipalities throughout Thornton Township. Over the past several months, I've been meeting with public works directors, municipal leaders, engineers, and administrators across our region to better understand local infrastructure and identifying opportunities where Thornton Township could help, like them potholes you keep pulling out, seeing every day, you know. I know y'all miss my jokes. It's a dad joke. It's a dad joke. I'm sorry. It's a dad joke. So I'm father of a college student, so forgive me. But I am especially pleased to share that the Highway Department is working closely with Dolton's engineering team. In fact, your Dolton engineering team is the Highway Department's engineering team, Robertson Engineering, and creating unique opportunities for collaboration and coordination between our agencies. Together, we have already begun discussion regarding potential intergovernmental agreements that could help reduce costs associated with roadway improvements, maintain projects and infrastructure that's needed for our streets that connect Dolton and unincorporated Thornton Township. I know y'all like, where's unincorporated Thornton Township? If you know, I'll give you $100. Y'all don't know where unincorporated Thornton Township is. Y'all don't know. But, you know, we are working together with Robertson Engineering, who is also the engineering firm for the village of Dolton, to create some IGAs, which we hope our board will approve, which will help offset some of the costs for Dolton residents and some of your pothole issues. At Thornton Township, we understand that roads do not stop at city limits. Drainage issues do not stop at city limits. Public infrastructure challenges do not stop at city limits. That is why partnership matters. When local governments work together, we can leverage resources, share expenses, and deliver better results for taxpayers. As your highway commissioner, I want you to know that our door remains open. We are listening, we are encouraging, and we are committed to building stronger relationships throughout Thornton Township and beyond. Thank you again, Mayor House. Thank you again, Board of Trustees. Thank you again, village staff. And of course, thank you all residents for giving me the time to speak tonight. The check that you're getting, yeah, it's gonna be a big $3 million check. No, it ain't $3 million. It's 3,000. It's 3,000, but it's something that I hope Public Works get to use and keep in petty cash. So again, residents, thank you for the night. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Let's give it up for our township team and the collaborations. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Want the photo? Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, we're going to go next into our village engineers report.
Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk, trustees, department heads, and residents from the village of Dolton. I don't know how I can top that, but I'll try my best. Back in March, we submitted funding to the IEPA to the tune of $21 million to do additional lead service line replacement. And I'm here to announce in 2027, the village of Dolton was selected on the intended use plan and will be receiving $11.5 million of forgiveness for lead service line replacement. I want to thank the new administrator and the executives for always being available, doing your due diligence, and making that a success. The other exciting item I have is back in March, we submitted for funding to pave alleys with MWRD, with the Green Infrastructure Partner. I worked hand in hand with the new village administrator, Billy. Here to let you know that the village was awarded $546,000 to repave alleys. We had a kickoff meeting with MWRD last Tuesday on May 26th, and we're definitely looking forward to these exciting new projects that we can deliver to residents. And again, this is all 100% forgivable grant money, no cost to the residents of the village. Thank you. Very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now you got to top that report next month. Yeah. Trustee Steve.
No, Ron, Ron Smith, did you mention fire hydrant? Did I miss that? We talked about that today. You said, yeah, I'm gonna mention it today at the meeting, Trustee. You forget. Because you know we have fire hydrants that are out.
Good evening again. So working with DCEO, the Department of Economic Development and Opportunity, and working with the village administrator, we have submitted all of the paperwork to DCEO. We're kind of at the final step. We're just waiting to receive the intergovernmental agreement. We'll be receiving $100-some thousand to replace fire hydrants and valves throughout the village. Another $100-some thousand to do improvements at the water pump station, and another almost $200,000 to bring the village up to ADA requirements, improvements throughout the village hall. So,
thank you very much. Good reminder, Trustee Steve. Who else had a conversation with? Okay. All right. Next on our agenda, we have the legal report. Any report, Attorney McGrath?
Briefly, Mayor, thank you. And board, just to follow up on the seats litigation. We were in front of Judge Sullivan last Tuesday morning. We had presented the village options to move forward in paying for the judgment and interest. We received an objection from the plaintiffs on the Thursday evening before the holiday weekend in court. We went through our proposals with Judge Sullivan. He disagreed with some of them. We picked out the one that we believe may work, and plaintiffs requested time to look into our proposals. Judge Sullivan directed the parties to meet and confer and talk about the ways to work through this over the next couple of weeks. We have a follow-up court date next Thursday morning. I can tell you that I had a very lengthy conversation with Attorney Dan Storr this afternoon for about an hour and a half, going over various options. We've been exchanging a lot of emails, legal research, and different schools of thought on how we can resolve this so it works out best for the village of Dolton and the residents. We have another conference call set up between the mayor and the village administrator and plaintiffs' counsels for Wednesday. And we'll continue that dialogue until we can work this out. So we'll give another update at the next board meeting, but I hope that we have something positive to report to the residents at the next meeting, if not sooner.
Thank you very much, Attorney McGrath. Okay, now we're going to go into committee reports, Human Relations and Ethics, Planning and Zoning. Trustee Tammy.
Good evening, everyone. I have no reports for this evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Trustee. Next is our Amusement and Activities and Police. Trustee Stan Brown.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to speak on our amusement activity. At 144th and Greenwood, we have a skating rink there, and it's set up for skating, line dancing. You can actually have your wedding there, reception, little stepping. So within the next couple of weeks, it'll be up and ready to run. And just check with the village administrator, Bill. So if you're looking at planning theme, after a couple of weeks from now, up at the rink out there on 144th and Greenwood, come to the village hall and let's put something together. Have some activities up there, skating, dancing. And now for the police report, I'd like to yield that over to Chief Jeffrey Chat.
Good evening again. The Dolton Police Department responded to 1,880 calls for the month of May. In the month of May, there were 272 parking citations written, 121 state tickets written, 4,654 red light tickets, 12 felony arrests, 33 misdemeanor arrests, and 2 warrants. That is a 27.2% increase in activity from April to May. Also, overall crime is down from April to May, 21.5%.
Thank you very much, Chief. Okay, next up we have Fire and Finance Committees. Trustee Belcher.
Good evening. From the Fire Department, emergency incident statistics from January 1st, 2026 through May 31st, 2026, there has been 2,692 emergency response to the Dolton Fire Department, and Buzz Ambulance has responded to, on average, 17.8 calls per service for each shift. The recent response included a structural fire response on May 8th at 14200 block of Lincoln, a structural fire on May 18th at 15700 block of Madison, a structural fire May 22nd on 143rd and Ingleside, and a structural fire on May 30th at 15200 block of Dante. The incident will include the unit citation award on next month's meeting for multitasking rescue of a resident, a dog, simultaneously conducting fire suppression to save the property at 152nd and Dante. In addition, the crews have performed 2 vehicle extractions at 2 separate motor vehicle accidents on May 14th and 1 on 148th and Michigan. The Dolton Fire Department has recently received 2 outstanding call certificates from the South Cook County EMS Director, which has taken place over the past several months. This recognition shows a continuous commitment for training, with the fire department working hand in hand with Buzz Ambulance together to save more lives. That is the report from Acting Chief Pete McCain for the month of May. I have no report for finance.
Okay, thank you, Trustee. Next we have Housing, Trustee Norwood.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a tentative start date of Monday, June 15th for the Dolton United Housing Program. We'll have our quarterly housing committee meeting on Tuesday, June 9th, so that we can go over the program details one last time before the program start date. We'll also go over a few house rules and changes that are taking place this summer. So if you all are available next Tuesday, June 9th at 5:30 p.m., right here where we're seated, make sure you join us so that if you all have any questions, we can make sure that we answer them for you prior to the start date. I will say for all residents, start looking for your houses now. I tell people you can never have too many houses listed because you want a plan A and a plan B always. And in regards to our youth, I have a special thanks to our mayor and the Southland Regional Mayor Black Caucus Committee for awarding 2 Dolton residents with scholarships. So last year, the committee chose 2 students and they awarded them. And this year they are doing it once again. So we were blessed this year. Last year, our mayor also added a scholarship for one of the students. But this year we have 2 more, well, actually 4 more, $500 scholarships. So if you have anyone graduating from high school in your home, please look forward to our YouTube, Village Communications, Village of Dolton, or look on our Facebook page. I'll have a video posted over the next few over the next few days, and we'll also have the application online. So if you have any children at home that just graduated, look online at our Village of Dolton website, so that you can find the application and you can tell your youth how to apply. For the $500, in addition to the $500 scholarships, we have a special thank you to the Falcon Store on 715 East Sibley and on Clark's on 733 East 142nd Street. So again, I would like to thank the committee. I would also like to thank all of those 4 businesses for assisting the youth. So parents, please look online. We'll also have our applications for the Dolton United Housing Program, because I hear that people have questions saying, hey, how do I apply? So make sure that you look online. And then I have one last announcement for our pre-Juneteenth Expo. So join us, 30 different vendors, all under one roof. It'll be Saturday, June 13th from noon to 4 p.m. at Royal Estates, 1515 East 154th Street. We have some young ladies selling lemonade, so we'd love for you all to just come by, shop, support the local businesses. And thank you, Mayor. That's the end of my report.
Okay.
Did I mention stuff for Royal Estates? Okay.
Go right ahead. Okay, next up, we have Public Works, Trustee Steve.
Yes, greetings, everyone. I would like to mention that grass cutting has begun. So the vacant properties around the village, we do have contractors that start to cut the vacant properties. As we all see, there's some on my block, down the block, but we have contractors out here cutting grass now. So we're getting to it. If you see something, say something, send it in. If somebody we'll talk after. If you know my number, send it to me. We're getting it done. Also, of course, the public works are the, as I say, the unsung heroes. You know, you never want to have to call the police. You never want to have to call the fire department, but you're in there going to call public works about a tree, about a pothole. So they're sometimes feel underappreciated, but we appreciate public works, the workers. And we're getting our department together. We've had also, as of April 1st, Homewood Disposal has begun to pick up the brown yard waste bags. So if you cut the grass, you put it in the brown bag, they'll come and pick that up now. And also we're positioning to do some streets and some alleys this year. So just keep on the lookout. We're going to be going through. Of course, if you know my email address or my phone number, please send it to me. If you see an address or see a street, hey, come look at my street. Come look at my street. We're definitely going to be out inspecting the streets and stuff like that to get some things done this year. I was blessed this weekend. Sometimes we wait to election time to go door to door, but I went door to door this weekend on Blackstone. A few blocks, I would stop people and see people if they was cutting the grass, just talk to them. And we have some of the most wonderful residents in Dolton. Some people are just easy breezy. They're cutting their grass and they come home. You know, sometimes we live in our bubble. We go home, we come in our garage, we go in the house, we do our things, we come out. So I got a chance to meet residents, talk to residents, get their concerns, introduce myself to them. Some of them are new. Some of them have been here for 30 years. There's a block on 152nd and Blackstone. They're organizing a whole block club where they do Zoom calls, and it's inspiring. Some of them have been here for 25, 30 years. I thought they would be here tonight, but there's a lot of good stuff going on in Dolton. Sometimes when something negative happens, you have to, I know me, I have to position myself to get out and talk to people, to get a breath of fresh air, because everything's not negative. Sometimes you can consume in social media and the negative comments and what they're saying, this, saying that. But there's some residents out here really just working hard, coming home, trying to pay their high taxes that we all have, and trying to take care of their property, trying to cut their grass. All they need is some help. Could you get this tree down? Could you get this light pole, this lighted out? Could you figure out how you're gonna pave this my street, this pothole fill? So it was inspiring to me to see the spirit of the Dolton residents. There's some beautiful residents in our village of Dolton. So that is the end of my report. And again, Public Works are working hard to get through the streets, clean up the debris from that last storm. So Public Works is getting to it. Again, I thank the Public Works Department for putting this report together, and we're going to get to it. We're constantly growing and progressing, paying patient with our development. So we're moving forward. That's in my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, trustee. All right, we have two items on here for old business. One first being the motion to approve an amendment to the zoning property located at 13850. This discussed at committee of the whole. This allowing for the inclusion of data centers as an allowable function in the zoning. Administrator, do you have any comments you wanted to make on this? Okay.
Mayor, the warrant list not on there.
The warrant.
Corporate bills.
Yes, well, we have some amendments that we are going to work towards, so that will be a further discussion, but I do recognize. Thank you, trustee, and don't beat me up too bad. No, I'll ask, at this time, is there a motion to approve the amendment of the zoning for property located at 13850?
No motion.
Second. All right, I have the motion, trustee Norwood, second, trustee Steve. Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Trustee Steve. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Okay, next is there a motion to approve ordinance number 26-009 regarding bus traffic and prohibiting unpermitted bus use to certain local streets within the village of Dolton? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, the motion, trustee Steve, second, trustee Norwood. This item again had been discussed at our committee of the whole most recently. Any discussion from board? Hearing none, clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, new business item has already been presented to the board. I will be brief with our mayor's report, and then I guess kind of just speak to the community room. I think obviously there's a very heavy spirit, and understandably so. Further want to extend acknowledgement, condolences, and prayers to the Leak family and the family of Spencer Leak Jr. on his most recent passing as well. So it is a very difficult time, very heavy time, and those are the times that as a community, as a group, we must work to come together even more. So I want to encourage all of us that we stay diligent, stay prayerful, do the right thing all the time. So I want to make sure we continue to uplift one another. I think Trustee Steve mentioned going out and speaking with residents and kind of taking advantage of some of the good things as the seasons turn from spring to summer, and make sure that we're able to make the most of it. But at the same, but also uplift one another. Sometimes it is easy to get, I guess I would kind of say, distracted or sidetracked by many of the challenges that life has to come our way. We want to make sure that we're able to smile, even to what they say, life's not about weather in the storm. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So even while things are difficult, we want to make sure that we are still able to bring our best selves to every situation. That said, a couple of things that we have going on. Father's Day, we have our Father's Day picnic at Dolton Park District. It will be from noon till sundown on the day before Father's Day, June 20th. So we want them at the Dolton Park District main building, free to everyone that comes. We just want to make sure that all are able to come out and celebrate and have a great time. Family friendly, please bring your children. And for those who bring your chairs, and we will have refreshments as well as music and a great time. Other announcement we are re-implementing, this was kind of the idea birthed from former Mayor Riley Rogers. We will be reintroducing the Home Beautification Awards. So for those who want to either nominate themselves, nominate a friend, we will go on the Village of Dolton's website and you can nominate homes that really take pride in making sure that our community is beautiful and uplifted. The application period, I believe, is closing June 15th. So please get your recommendations in as quickly as possible, and we will be going out to do an assessment because we want to continue to see the brighter side of the great Village of Dolton. With that, those are my mayor's report or comments for this evening, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, I heard the motion, Trustee Holmes, second Trustee Belcher. And with that being said, Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown, Trustee Belcher,
Aye.
Trustee Steve, Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 7:50 p.m.